Hello everyone, it is Heidi and welcome back to this week's episode of Baby Name Sunday. This week I wanted to share 30 royal baby names fit for a prince or princess. Now, over the past couple weeks, you may or may not have heard that Queen Elizabeth II has unfortunately passed away. So I wanted to share some classic vintage baby names inspired by the British royals for both boys and for girls. I'll be sharing the name, but also the meaning. And lastly, towards the end of the video, I will share a few names from their family tree that I feel will be used in the coming years as more royals have babies. So let's get into today's list. Starting the list off, we have the name Charlotte, spelled C-H-A-R-L-O-T-T-E, Charlotte. Now this one has definitely been a big boom over the past few years, but definitely this year and the years to come. You can do the nickname Lottie or even Char for this one. And this one's a French rooted name meaning free man. Now Charlotte is a diminutive of Charles, and Charles is my next name. So C-H-A-R-L-E-S, Charles. And for Charles, you can definitely do like the nickname Charlie, which I find so sweet for either boy or for girl. And Charles is a French from German rooted name meaning man or free man. Next up, one of my absolute favorite names is the name Philippa, spelled P-H-I-L-I-P-P-A, Philippa. Now for this one, you can do the nickname Pippa, which Pippa Middleton goes by. Pippa, one of my favorite names ever, you guys know this. And this one is a Greek rooted name meaning lover of horses. And if you did so happen to have a boy, you could use the name Philip as well instead of Philippa, Philip. And Philip, you can do the nickname Phil for that one, and it means the same, lover of horses. All right, another gorgeous girl's name here, we have Diana, spelled D-I-A-N-A, Diana. Definitely a forgotten vintage name, but I feel like it will definitely make a big comeback in the next few years here. And Diana is a beautiful Latin rooted name meaning divine. Swinging back over to the boy side, we have Alfred, spelled A-L-F-R-E-D, Alfred. Now Alfred, you can do the nickname Affie, A-F-F-I-E for Alfred. You can do Al, you can even do Fred or Freddie. I think there's a lot of really cute nicknames with that one, but it's an English rooted name meaning wise counselor or elf counsel. Next is Archie, spelled A-R-C-H-I-E, Archie. Now Archie has been used as a solo name in recent years, but it also could be derived from the name Archibald. So either or, I feel like Archie is super sweet, and it's a Teutonic name meaning truly brave. I have the name Lilibet or Elizabeth, so E-L-I-Z-A-B-E-T-H, and Lilibet, which is L-I-L-I-B-E-T. Now Lilibet, among so many other names, are a diminutive of Elizabeth. And if you guys go check me out over on my Instagram page, you guys will see a few name posts as of recently on other ways to honor an Elizabeth in the family. I did a wonderful post on that, so make sure you guys go check that one out. But both of these are a Hebrew rooted name meaning pledge to God. A wonderful surname inspired name here, we have Harrison, spelled H-A-R-R-I-S-O-N, or you can do Harry, spelled H-A-R-R-Y. For Harrison, you can also do the nickname Harris, which I find really handsome as well, but they're all Henry diminutives meaning estate ruler. Speaking of Henry, that is my next name, so Henry, H-E-N-R-Y, Henry. This is such a staple vintage classic. I feel like it's so timeless, it would never go out of style, and it's a German rooted name meaning estate ruler. We have the sweet name August, spelled A-U-G-U-S-T, August. For this one, you have the nicknames of Augie or even Gus, and it's a German rooted name meaning great and magnificent. Next, I have Louis or Louis, spelled L-O-U-I-S. I love the nickname Lou for this one. So sweet, and it's a German and French rooted name meaning renowned warrior. Then for something a little bit more modern that has been used very recently in the royals family is the name Sienna, spelled S-I-E-N-N-A, Sienna. This one is a beautiful name. It's like a color name, kind of like an orangey reddish hue, and I love the nickname Cece. We also have the name Isla that was used recently, I-S-L-A, Isla. This one's a beautiful Scottish place name, but it's also Spanish rooted, meaning island. Then I have Edmund, spelled E-D-M-U-N-D, Edmund. And this one you could do the nickname Eddie or Ed, which is so adorable, super sweet. It's an English rooted name meaning fortunate protector. Now, if you guys have made it this far in the video, please make sure you guys are giving this video a thumbs up, posting a comment down below of what your favorite kind of royal inspired name is. And in the future, I will be doing other royal inspired names lists from other different royal families, so from all around the world. All right, next up, for another name that was actually used as a surname quite far back in the family tree is the name Blair, spelled B-L-A-I-R, Blair. This one is definitely gender neutral. It's a Scottish rooted name meaning dweller on the plain. Then we have Eugenie, spelled E-U-G-E, N-I-E, Eugenie. Now this one was used for a little girl, hence the genie ending. I think it's super sweet. And this one's a French and Greek rooted name meaning well born. I have the name Zara, spelled Z-A-R-A, Zara. This one's a beautiful Hebrew and Arabic rooted name meaning blooming flower and God remembers. Then I have the sweetest name, Mia Grace, spelled M-I-A and then a space and then G-R-A-C-E, Mia Grace. Now this one was used very recently in the royals family, and it's an Italian and virtue rooted kind of mixed name here meaning my grace. Another recent name here was Lena, spelled L-E-N-A, Lena. This one's absolutely beautiful with the nickname Len or even Lenny, and it's a name of many origins meaning bright and beautiful. Okay, we have another adorable boy's name here is Angus, spelled A-N-G-U-S, Angus. This one you could do the nickname Gus, and I think it's just something else. I feel like these sorts of names are really gonna make a big boom in the future, but this one's a Gaelic rooted name meaning one strength. Another A name here is Arthur, spelled A-R-T-H-U-R, Arthur. Now just like Angus, Arthur, Angus, they're very timeless name classics here. And Arthur, you can do a couple of nicknames here. You can do Art or even Artie. And this one is a Celtic rooted name meaning bear. Next up is George. We have G-E-O-R-G-E, George. We can do the nickname Georgie for this one. And it's an English from Greek rooted name meaning farmer. Now for a few girl names here, we have the name Johanna or Johanna or even Johanna. So depending on where you are in the world, really beautiful. It's a Hebrew rooted name meaning God is gracious. We also have the name Sophie, spelled S-O-P-H-I-E, Sophie with the nickname Soph. And this one is a French rooted name meaning wisdom. And for another royals girl name here that was used with nature inspiration behind it, which I was kind of surprised but very excited to hear, was the name Autumn, spelled A-U-T-U-M-N, Autumn. And I love this one. I think it is so sweet, especially with it being the first day of autumn or fall season today. I think that is so fun and perfect for the season. Next up is the name Lucas, spelled L-U-C-A-S, Lucas. You could modernize this one and do like Luca if you'd like, but this one is a Latin rooted name meaning man from the ancient city, or it could mean light. Back over on the girl side is Savannah, spelled S-A-V-A-N-N-A-H, Savannah. Names like Sav or even Savvy have actually been used as names on their own, which is really cool. And this one's a Spanish rooted name meaning desert tropical grassland. Another wonderful vintage classic is Beatrice, spelled B-E-A-T-R-I-C-E, Beatrice. Now for this one, there's so many different nicknames, name options with this one, but a few that I really like is the name B, B-E-E, or Bea, or B, B-E-A. So there's a bunch of different like smaller names, but there's also some other longer forms as well that you've got to take a look at. But Beatrice has a beautiful meaning. It's a Latin rooted name meaning she who brings happiness or blessed. All right, now that brings me down to the last 3 names here, and these are the names that was kind of like wow worthy that I found in the British royals family tree. So these names have been used in the past by ancestors, so they could be quite a ways back. Now, first off, we have the name Hawke, spelled H-A-W-K-E, Hawke, and it's an animal name. It kind of symbolizes courage, but also independence. So I really love that one, Hawke, with that E ending. Another one, switching it up totally for the girl side, is Hyacinth. H-Y-A-C-I-N-T-H, hyacinth. Now this one is a flower. It's a blue larkspur, and it is a precious stone name, but it's just a name that is so gorgeous. The floral names, it has a really vintage feel, but you can do nicknames like Cynthia or Cynthia, but also Thea as well for that one. Now last but certainly not least, and I was so thrilled and happy to find this one, it's the name Cosmo, spelled C-O-S-M-O, Cosmo. You can do the nickname Ozzy for this one if you want, Cosy, or even Cozy. I think this is just so cool, really shooting up into the stars in the sky. But it's a Greek, Italian, and English rooted name meaning order and beauty, and I think that one is so cool and definitely has been kind of seen here or there right now. I feel like a lot of parents have been really loving that one, and so many of these on the list, and that's why they are considered these classic vintage favorites that are definitely going to make a big comeback in this year, but also the years to come. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the list today. Make sure you guys comment down below any names that you love that are from the British royals or just a royal family in general. Leave those royal prince and princess vibe names down below. And then I should also mention, I do offer one-on-one name consultations. So if you are in the rut or looking for names, I can create a personalized name list for you. So you guys can send me a DM over on Instagram or send me an email with the email right here if you have any questions and for my pricing. Take care, guys. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys next Sunday with another baby names list. All right, take care. Bye.